Morning, 2019, downtown Denver at the Corner Bakery. We have a variety of community. As you can see here this morning, good morning. We have Janet's Kitchen going with breakfast. Look at breakfast this morning. We got beans. We got that's chicken and rice, and there's potatoes and gravy underneath that. Good morning. How you doing, Mary?
Awesome.
Thank you. Good morning. So there's Wally and Janet all out here this morning serving breakfasts. And our community is Bonnie coming in the line.
What is that? It's what is this?
That's banana upside down cake, huh?
Banana upside down cake.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's Bonnie. Good morning, Bonnie.
How you doing, John?
I'm Brett.
How you doing?
Good morning, Bonnie.
So we're out here providing food this morning. Good morning. It's a family meal if you're hungry. Everybody's welcome. But we're asking you not to get coffee at the Corner Bakery, because there's coffee over there, folks.
Chicken and rice. I got the sausage and gravy underneath here, and I can't get it out.
Oh, you got sausage and gravy?
Whoops, I'll get flipped over.
Slide this down just a little bit. There we go. Right there. Stir it up. So yeah, folks, sorry about that. We're getting our minds woke up this morning, huh? We are out here on the 16th Street Mall, having breakfast for all. And good morning. We are Chalking America. We'll get to that in a little bit. One of the interesting things that we found recently is that there's a lot more RTD presence than there is Denver police presence. But this is a gentleman who we know and love. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, he's great. He actually was really excited to hear that you had sent out a good morning. There's who was it? It was Regan Benson on YouTube. She did a phone call with him like Wednesday or something, and so he had a chance to talk to her. She mentioned you, so yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Huh?
How's it going this morning?
Oh, great. We're just getting set up, you know. Getting people fed. It's a little brisk this morning, but thank God in January, right? It's it ain't too dang cold. It used to be snowing for sure, for sure. Yeah, thank you. What was it, Paul?
Yeah.
Paul, absolutely. You have a great day. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, guys, that was Paul, our friend from RTD. So he's stopping by to say good morning this morning. Hey, be nice to Paul. He's one of the good ones. Be nice to Paul. He's one of the good ones.
No, you got a raise.
He's one of the good ones.
Yeah, that's fine. I said I hope he got a raise out of RTD raise.
Oh, I didn't even know they got raises.
No, we're paying $3 a ride now instead of $2.60.
Yes.
So I said, out of the 40 cents, I hope the actual workers got a raise out of it.
I actually was hoping that it was going to go to build a train track. Another train track. More train tracks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so,
Brian, tell the people what's going on here.
well, that's what I was just getting back into working on. Free the food? Yeah, dump the mart. I never go to Walmart. That's a big issue, guys.
Sugar.
What about raw?
But we're going to hide the chat. What? Somebody took the spoon, so we gotta go get a new sugar spoon. All right, so we got. I'll be back to you in a second, Jesse. Man, this breakfast looks good.
No. The money?
So we need a coffee stirrer spoon. It looks like. Here, I think might want some of the bread down by the gravy, huh? Can I have a stirrer spoon, please? Coffee.
How are you?
So, yeah, we're getting the coffee spoon over here.
Food costs money, coffee costs money, cups cost money. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I was very fortunate in that Janet gave me these 4 things because she didn't like me drinking coffee in plastic stuff.
Right.
So I said, well, if you don't like me doing it,
Then get me something better. And that's why we sell buttons, by donation.
Yeah.
That's why Janet Madsen at yahoo.com is a PayPal that you can send donations to, folks. Because, see, coffee's served in carafes for human beings, right?
Right, and also the fact is it tastes better, allegedly, according to Janet, and also it keeps it warmer longer.
It does. That's one of the key things to a coffee carafe is that you keep your coffee hot.
Yeah, so I had 2 of them at first, but I was still using the plastic thing, and then she got me 2 more, and then of course she got me 2 huge percolators from she already had those.
The
from
coffee,
thrift
yeah.
store.
Are you using those now to fill those?
That's what I use.
Oh, okay. 'Cause that one time I thought you were just making them out of home coffee pot, and I'm like, why?
That would have taken me hours.
I know.
Because I put those huge percolators, I plug them in like this morning, it was at like 6:45.
Nice.
Because it takes like 40 to 45 minutes for those huge things to
Heat up all the water and fill all the
cook
way.
up all the water.
Yeah, they're actually designed to stay on where the water's ready, for industrial purposes. But
No, these aren't those percolators. These are just normal old style.
oh, you got old school percolators.
Old school.
See, we got the coffee pots that where this fits right underneath it, and then you put the coffee in and it just fills
Yeah,
it.
but you gotta tube the water in and all that.
Oh, they don't have the
stuff.
backfills?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll have to look into that.
Well, anyway, so I'm old school, so I'm pretty happy. And then I think I've already found someone to take my place when I leave.
Nice. Are they going to come join us before you leave?
They're here now.
Nice.
So I think that's really good, but it's been my honor. I have fun on Sundays. It's been my honor to be able to do this, and like I said, I look forward to Sundays.
I do too.
For a couple of reasons. One, it's a safe space, right? 2, it's kind of a FU to the camping band,
Yeah.
No, you're not. She's not telling you fuck you.
No.
She's telling we're
No,
live
no,
streaming,
no, no.
so yeah.
No, it's kind of an FU to the camping band. I mean, have you seen what this guy has done? Instead of write up and say I'm against the camping ban, he spends all this money for these green hedges.
I know, right?
Yeah.
245 dead in the city of Denver due to the epidemic we call homelessness. We want to see it. Exactly. It's a
There you
fuck
go.
you, right?
And when you're finished, just put the empty one in here. Okay, sugar and milk. No, I wasn't saying that to you. I was saying that to the corner.
Breakfast looks good this morning. Is it tasty? Yeah. Anybody got a story they want to tell the world about the situation today? No? Everybody's just eating happily. That's good. It's a good situation. Yeah. Yeah, folks, we want you to see that food. Look at that plate of food. You could not be complaining about that, could you? Bread, gravy, beans, eggs, cake, right? That's right. Over here we got some clothing going on, clothing options. Hoodies and sweaters and jackets and socks. $23,000 unhoused school children in the city of Denver. That's something to keep in mind. You can cross it. He's down a block. You can cross. It's a walking mall. It's a sad reality of our society today, huh? Why don't we have all of these out? That's the problem. We need to get more of these up, huh? Tell them how you feel. Tell them how you feel. Give them a bad review. For their words are important to all of us. You see, the Corner Bakery said that they were going to come out against the urban camping ban, the law that makes it illegal to be unhoused. And so we're encouraging people not to go to the Corner Bakery. but to send them messages, send them emails, communicate with them, and tell them that their practices are not the best practices in the world, huh? We have a social responsibility to do better, to be better, to be more involved, right? Because long-term solutions require social and corporate responsibility. Good morning, folks.
Good morning.
We hope you won't shop at the corner bakery this morning. We're holding an active boycott while we educate people about the crimes that they commit against humanity. Perfectly great coffee shops across the street at Starbucks. They let everybody go to the bathroom there.
Hearing something in the background yesterday about real life, and the New Yorkers say, you know what's wrong with millenniums? They don't do anything in public like we did in the 70s in New York City. But you guys are proving them wrong.
Oh, you saw the yellow vest protest yesterday.
Oh no, I said that's the only national story I can think of on a day-to-day basis. What's going on in France?
Oh yeah. Thank you very much. Is that a good recycling compost system? Lots of food leftovers. Gotta get some more of these signs out. They're old and beat up. Shame on you, Corner Fakery. You lied.
Yeah, buddy.
It's pretty quiet this morning, guys. I think we're getting to a place where they are just going to leave us alone for a little bit, maybe, huh? Maybe it's just because people like Eric aren't here. Where's the chalk? In my backpack, I think. Let's get some chalk out. Good call. So hard to keep up with everything some days, but we can do what we got. And we got chalk right there, folks. All right. Boycott bad businesses. Good morning, folks. How you guys doing today? Not even chatting. How you doing, sir? Good morning. Chalk. Chalk. See, gotta get this chalk out, huh? Good morning, sir. Good. Could you do me a favor? Could you hold this for me? Just hold it out that way, or actually this way. I'm trying to get this chalk here so that I can finish chalking. For whatever reason, the chalk does not want to obey.
Like, bam! Boom! That's me right there.
How's your Spanish?
Yeah, we boycotting. Not good.
Even kitchen Spanish?
There we go. Oh, you didn't even show me chalking. You were keeping that on your shirt. That's okay. Go get some breakfast, man. So, yeah, we're off key today, aren't we, huh, folks? Glad some of you guys are having a chat, because I'm just doing my thing. Chalk America. Repeal. Okay, Chalk America, repeal the urban camping ban. We have started the chalking. So, yeah, it's a pretty quiet morning this morning. Good morning, folks. How we doing today? We're asking people not to shop at the corner bakery this morning, if that's your destination. They have a history of selling food to homeless people and then kicking them out before they're allowed to go to the bathroom or eat their food. And on a Sunday morning, it's not what Jesus or anybody else would have taught to spend your money at corporations that treat people poorly. I'm not quite in the zone. Hey, it's Robert. Good morning. How are you doing, Robert?
Oh, come see, come saw. Have you seen the informational sign? It's worth the, if you're
Well,
streaming.
then we are
Let's go see
streaming,
the information
and we're
sign.
going to chat today because we want to talk about some activism. But let's go see this sign that you came to show me.
no, it's,
I'm going to put the chalk right there for a second.
I don't think it's that sign. This sign, it may be the next one. It's, I don't know how many. of
Like
these
on the
signs there
rotational
are.
thing on the Tremont.
No, it's a video sign like this one, but it's not this one. I don't think.
Okay, well that's okay. We'll get to it. We'll hang out for the rotation. What does it say?
Well, it's about the Marade.
The Marade.
The Marade. You know, that's what that's. It's a singular word. It's, you know, it's what they call the Dr. Martin Luther King.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they want to say it's a march of the parade.
So it's a Marade. So
It's a Marade,
So
but
this sign
it's
caught
a
you
bit-
off this morning.
It caught my eye.
Are you hungry,
because-
sir? Full breakfast right across the street. This side, this here.
It may be the other side, or maybe the next one. It's the next one.
Touch to start.
Or no,
So-
it might show up.
I guess these are this is a rotational sign. Just so you guys know what we're looking at, folks. This is a rotational,
That must be it. It should be this one.
and so this is just like
I
5,
saw
10,
it on
15
the last-
seconds.
I saw it on the one that further. But I think if what you're,
What does it say?
it says huddle with Hancock. He's the former Huddles, the team mascot of the Broncos. Hancock is Huddles in a former life. And he is, of course, he is black. He is inviting people to huddle with him
At the Marade.
Commemorating, yes, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And it just struck me as an example of how much power is wielded, by him and the establishment.
See that couple
and
guys?
how disorganized,
They didn't
and how
buy Corner Bakery.
unfocused, and how utterly ineffective we are. There is a way forward, and the boycotting of the mall is.
Hey, John.
We've got a few new people coming into the council, but I'm not saying it. I've just after having dealt with the ones before. And I think of other issues. So I mean, there may be a radical or two. I don't see it. So now
Okay.
it's not visible.
Hey guys, quick question. How does it feel to be criminals in the city of Denver? Fantastic. Continue, please. Because smoking on the 16th Street Mall is a crime we should all participate in.
I think it's a civil.
It's a civil. It's a, huh? So is jaywalking. I love you, sir. I have a friend who has a very pleasant greeting, and it's Happy Fuck the Cops Day. They're chuckling.
He's safely tucked away.
They're chuckling. That's right. Hey guys, good morning. So let's talk about this organizational effort because I think that 5 minutes could be dedicated to this at least this morning. We are doing a lot out here, folks. As you guys know, feeding. There's coffee carafes. There's food and plates and kids and family here. But we only do this like one day a week, and our impact might be financially damaging for a couple of hours. But it doesn't create the long-standing change that forces businesses to, good morning, to really become socially liable.
Indeed.
And become liable for having a responsible character as a
Not
business.
at all, in fact, because most of the character of this event is mostly a feeding on the mall. It is not even perceived to be a protest by many passersby. When you or I or Eric, or,
Right.
act up, and Janet has been known to yell, but she's busy feeding people.
Yes.
And so has Karen been known to yell, but
She's been
besides-
banned from the area.
Ah.
The courts have violated her First Amendment rights to free speech.
Oh, well, it doesn't surprise me.
No.
And I
It also doesn't help when our signs face backwards.
are severely strained.
Yeah. See, so this is the message that we need to talk about. 245 dead
45.
in the city. Yeah, well, 233 was the official list before New Year's.
Right.
Right? So we should actually read that list off
I
at
made
like
it-
January 1st or 2nd.
I made a tally. I went backwards and tried to come up with the numbers were assembled from multiple sources, and then they changed from a multitude of the alphabet soup of nonprofits that deal with the homeless. Formerly, it was like 9, I think, or more entities submitted numbers or names, but they consolidated it somewhat. But the figures are fluid and not. It's not entirely clear. Those are not just Denver Health numbers. But anyway, I made a tally. It was something like when Occupy, or some of us, interrupted Mayor Hancock reading the name at the event.
2 or 3 years ago.
For who knows more than that. It was
Oh, okay.
six.
Oh,
six
yes,
or
I
7
remember
years
that.
ago, yeah, right. Corey Donahue got right up in Hancock's face. The Colorado Coalition for the Homeless, as I think we shared the perception, and I think it's true that this was sort of payback, reflecting the cozy relationships that exist between all these entities that are supposed to be dealing with the problem while it gets worse, and the city administration that doesn't really even want to take an effective approach and just distributes largesse piecemeal to organizations.
Right, right.
So they were, at that time, there were about 140 people dying in the streets every year in Denver. And now it is over 240. It was when it was just like 230, whatever. I calculated it was roughly 40% increase under Hancock. It's more than that.
Yeah.
It's more than that.
Let's go this way, huh?
So this,
Hey, you hungry, man? There's lots of food over here. Okay. Well, happy fuck the cops day.
this is important. This is important. The basis of useful rhetoric.
Yeah?
As I see it. Yeah. I mean, that serves as the beginning of an indictment of the mayor and his policies. It's many people who don't agree on other things, can agree that there's something wrong with city policies when they're not just going to write it off as people coming to town for pot or the popularity of Denver, or many people will write it off this way, unfortunately, of course.
Yeah, they sure will.
But-
See if anybody's asking questions on this line here. Can I, your light on you? Do you have any fire on you?
I do not.
So they must have got federal funding to bury the homeless? That's a good question. How do they bury the homeless?
I don't know. I'm more concerned about. That's an interesting point, but let's deal with the ones. I'm more concerned about the live ones at the moment.
Yeah, that's an issue too, for sure. So 6-7 years ago, before this law came into place that made it illegal to not have a place to live, we had about 140 people a year dying.
Yes.
Now, a couple things happened at the same time. The law came out. They started offering waivers to developers to get out of the
Oh, you're talking about the affordable housing.
affordable
scam.
housing
And
scams.
Robin Nietzsche deserves a whole lot of blame. She sailed in there as a supposed progressive because she's she's a large city councilor. She claims to represent the interests of progressives and advertises the fact that she's lesbian. But her affordable housing program is a catastrophe. Absolutely.
I had no idea.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, and she. I don't want to say she's run on that exactly, but it's it's one
It
of the
helps.
things. Absolutely, it has helped her. But she is no progressive, as I understand it. She is an enabler of the policy that has caused the number of homeless deaths to go up by about 45% or so.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Is that so the homeless population continues to grow, and pot became legal, right?
No.
Medically, not recreationally, and rent went up. It is an actual fact that rent did go up significantly at or about the same time frame.
Cannabis was not legalized. The latest report released at the beginning of January, I think it actually came out before came out before Election Day. It's from the Department of Public Safety's Division of Criminal Justice's Office of Research and Statistics, the ORS. They prepare, by law, they have to prepare a report every 2 years detailing law enforcement contacts with people over cannabis. And it was written in such a way they downplay the issue. And I can't claim that it is driving mass incarceration again in the way that it was. Arrests are still down. However, since 2013, the number of people arrested for the most serious offenses for the so-called production of cannabis, basically growing. But I think that may include other things. It includes other offenses. There are level 1 drug felonies under Colorado state law for cannabis.
Yes.
That carries a minimum 8-year term in state prison.
Oh.
4 years of hard time. And then the number of such arrests has increased 144% since 2013. That's the year after so-called.
Wow.
What they like to say is everything is down except production, and that's only up 50% since 2012. But it dropped quite a bit in 2013. So since then, if you change the baseline, it's way up. It's over 200 and climbing. It's like 200. It's something like the number of people dying in the streets, as I recall.
All right.
And these are people who are going to do hard time.
You hungry, sir? Breakfast right across the other side of the road. So you're talking about this being more of a feeding than a boycott, and you're right in many ways. We have become just like a really big
Well, it's
feed.
not to diss it. I'm just saying it doesn't. It's not. It's not. It isn't organized to be a protest. The protest does occur. I'm not. I just don't. This has got nothing to. This is in terms of influencing the city. This is of
A small
no.
pie.
Well, no. This is of essentially has no.
No benefit. Well,
Whereas it's just conceivable
yeah.
that if we marshal our efforts and threaten to look like we are putting together a broader boycott of businesses that support this policy. It's beyond
That
the
could
corner
scare.
bakery, beyond the mall, but out on social media to Denverites of conscience. Can you support this policy that has caused the number of homeless dead?
And that's what we need to be working on in a greater sense of our city, because that's on the ballot, right? And so
right to survive.
making votes locally, making local community videos, doing the live stream, just not about talking about homelessness in general, but about
applying
solutions.
direct pressure to the city, applying pressure to the city the way it understands it. City policy is driven by the downtown partnership. If the the urban camping ban would never have been passed, except at the instigation and direction, really, of the downtown Denver partnership and Tammy Dorr, who heads
Tammy
it.
Dorr.
Yeah, and
Fuck Tammy Dorr!
if we change if we succeed in scaring the downtown partnership, we will change the dynamic. That's all I can say. That's the best fulcrum is to make those people. So either they will freak out and do something that goes too far. I mean, they don't really. They really hold.
Well, they started freaking out,
They
right?
already did, and they really control the city. So that really doesn't have much. The city could pass new unconstitutional ordinances and get in trouble with the ACLU. They really don't need to do that. That's not a likely path forward. What I would aim at is to scare the Downtown Partnership and to offer them an olive branch. And the olive branch is this: there is a more constructive citywide policy to deal with homeless people, and incidentally, your concerns on the mall. But and we do have to give some cognizance to that.
Cognizance is important.
When I read, I mean, it's been years since I read these comments, but back that they still are getting made. When it was reported that some guy, a homeless guy, attacked somebody with a plastic pipe on the wall, I read the comments on those articles, and they're still these comments are still being made. There are people out there who don't go to the mall who
Still leftover
who would
cherries.
the people, the conservatives, the online trolls, conjure up a vision of the mall as a place where you're likely to be, attacked. The smell of urine and cannabis is overwhelming.
Well, the smell of urine is because there's no bathrooms.
I don't smell. Yeah, no, that's a
station.
I don't smell it. No, there is.
Colfax. If you go up to Colfax around Pennsylvania,
That's not the point.
it's horrible up there.
It's not the point. The point is that
Hey guys, we're holding a boycott of this business, asking people not to spend their money there. They treat homeless people really bad. We got breakfast out here instead.
you have people online who are dissing Denver anyway, who are like Republicans, who would like to drive, who don't give a damn if you simply orchestrated people who do sympathize with you and said, look, business on the mall.
Okay, so what does that take? I get your point.
Okay.
What does it take? Well, I've suggested several things.
Yes.
And I moved over to this side to try to be communicative where people might hear, engage in conversation if they wanted to as a community. But I think that one of the things it takes is we need better flyers. Right, we need new posts, some of these new signs. Our signs are beat up, but I think it takes more than one day a week. It takes going to the businesses.
It takes much more. No, it
and-
takes much more than that. No, I'm saying we need a.
Oh,
we
look
need
at sharks in
we need an
purple. And
organization.
I'm so sorry, hon.
We need to proceed to organize the beginnings of a boycott, and so we have to have a political movement, a manifesto. The right to survive is one thing. I did not. I did not help draft that.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, run back out." I don't think the rest.
Oh no.
I think they have
If
problems.
we
with
won't
the
do that
rhetoric.
ever again to you. I'm so sorry.
Famous shark. I'm Mariana. I'm just Jesse's friend.
So
Thank you.
I'm trying to focus on a detail. Okay.
Right now.
The detail is
We need an
it's-
organization devoted to this purpose, rescinding the urban camping ban.
Right.
Not D-Hole, not Right to Survive. Those people have gone their own way. I'm not going to diss them, but
No, because they're all each doing
they
something.
could help us.
And they could.
We're all doing this together.
But
We're all in
it's
this together.
No one has succeeded in beginning to organize a boycott of the mall, and that is what I am proposing.
okay.
So if we're all in this together, that's great to hear.
So
But
does
it
that mean that we have
needs
to?
be-
So I think it means that we have to start by walking into every business and asking for the manager.
And
having a ladder
I strongly
and saying,
disagree.
"Here's our
I think
situation."
we need to gather our minds together and
Okay, I'm thinking
come up with
organizational
a
steps.
plan. A plan.
Okay.
And I mean, I have many,
Okay,
suggestions that
so
I can
here's the deal.
But it long
That's how-
precedes what you're talking
order the
about.
food
You're
every
talking
Sunday.
about the going out and hoofing it and doing.
So here's what we're gonna do.
We need a plan first.
We're gonna sit down, folks, and let's make a calendar appointment. We're gonna involve the community online
That's
as
fine.
well, and let's do a sit down chat where we do a live stream and a conversation, and we come up with a plan, and we talk about these issues and these concerns, and how are we gonna come through the process and stepping it up to actually, like, how are we gonna boycott the mall, and how are we gonna put that pressure on a weekly basis where it's visible. It's visible not just for an hour or two, but it's pop-up visible. And it's different sectors of the community all of a sudden randomly showing up at so many different places.
Ultimately, it's going to require some
Manpower.
on the ground.
A lot of manpower.
Well, some.
It's going to take people like Fred
yeah.
saying, how you doing? Here's a flyer. And he's going to be in a different spot than Randy, and a different spot than Mary, and a different spot than Brian. And I'll tell you what we got going on here. Good morning, sir. We run an active boycott of this business every Sunday morning and educate.
Corner bakery.
Yeah,
Can help organize
no.
boycott.
It's okay. We want to educate people. When you kick homeless people out of a business after they buy food from you and you don't even let them go to the bathroom, it's a bad program. It's fucked up. That's right.
Yes, but right.
No. You have to. Eric has a point that's very clear, and it's come through my head several times this morning. The camera's on, and we're giving you camera
Camera's on.
time.
The camera's
I
on.
also need to talk and have a chance to
yes,
speak.
go on,
And
go
as the
on.
director of the camera, I need to be able to do the
You're right. It's
boycott.
entertainment, right?
And the protest has to be to tell people.
I'm just afraid that it's being
So there's-
trivialized in your mind.
No. There's points where we have to. There's a problem
There's a
here.
place for street theater.
And I need to tell the person who's spending money.
streaming too. There's a place for video streaming.
We're doing it all at once,
I hope so.
right? But we have to be able to say, multitasking. Yes. So,
Which is bullshit, but because the human mind apparently can't do it very damn well.
well, there's still 20 people there talking to us. You
I
know?
mean, maybe some of it.
Each one gets to use the talk to their own advantages. And we're not going to argue with that.
example
Because passion.
of yes, but in connection with it's an example of
It's
how
what's in his heart.
we're
Thank
not
you, sir.
all necessarily.
Thank you. And God bless you. We appreciate that.
It's not necessarily all focused or
No, it may not be, but each person has a place.
a very peripheral sort of connection between that message and our message, because I mean it makes no reference to it, correct? Of course, but the Gospels have all kinds of stuff about the downtrodden and the slaves taking over. It
does.
was the religion of the
Yes.
slaves, as Nietzsche points out.
Well, and it also is a matter of drawing, the fact that there's all kinds of community and we all have a voice, right? Some people who come out and do this kind of thing, they do it because it's their faith.
If we can't get
And
people
other people
on point, Brian,
hate the faith aspect.
If we can't control the messaging,
I don't control the message.
Otherwise.
This is a direct horizontal.
yeah, no, I'm afraid there has to be some, we have
Nobody
to
is
You don't
leader.
have to control the message. The message is
achieve a
love.
certain
Message is
level
The
of
love.
message is
organization.
love. The message is treating people with respect and dignity.
That message.
Gonna move the camera while we get a chance. No, I'm going biscuits and gravy. I made the biscuits and gravy very sloppily this morning.
I've never had biscuits and gravy.
Well,
Never.
it's sausage gravy, right? And I made the mistake. I forgot. I dumped the flour right in the boiling milk and didn't sift it in or shake it with cold water first. So we had to de-lump it with the grease. Does that though? It's okay. I made this, by the way, folks. That's sausage gravy, and since the line is down and we've got enough, thank you. Oh yeah, I'll take a little bit more. Never hurts to have more gravy. And look, see, we have. Yeah, I know, Greyhound lady, but you see, he's my friend. He's an occupier, and we're going to come back to this point in the conversation where we're going to sit down and do our own separate live stream, a conversation with Robert. In the meantime, he's got some points, and he's been trying to get my attention to sit down and talk. And it's really hard to get my attention at all, right? To just keep me focused for 10 minutes. So we've done that, and now we're going to eat our biscuits and gravy with some Tabasco. Thank you. And we're gonna schedule a time for later this week, and we're gonna sit down. We're gonna do a live stream. We're gonna talk about that. And we're talking about organizing to boycott the businesses downtown more effectively. So guys, watch for that. In the meantime, sir, come on down this side and you guys get yourselves a plate of food, huh? Lots of home cooked food. And we're gonna rotate around a little bit. Good morning, ma'am. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good,
Yes,
baby.
beautiful
That's a
blessing.
shame that they doing that.
Well, if you don't like it, you can do two things. Don't spend your money there,
I'm not.
or go in and tell them that they need to do better. and don't send your money there. Activism works, folks. Do your boycott when we are busiest. So busyness is a part of it, yeah. I'm always busy. And engaging in these conversations. This is Sunday. This is what we do on Sunday. We feed, we talk, we figure out better ways to do it. So that's what I'm working on. Yes, indeedy. So
With Eric.
Eric's in jail.
Yeah.
Eric is not getting his property, including his court documents, very effectively right now.
I understood from what he posted last that I saw that he expects to be moved around quite a bit.
Well, court dates and lawyer involvement all have impacts on these things. So what happens
Right.
is,
So I mean, where can I go see him and when?
he's currently in Adams County, I believe, folks. Is that correct?
And can he be visited?
Regan received the property finally. It's video phone calls. You can actually set up a phone call online and call in if you want for like $5 for half an hour, $7.
What? Yeah, but I'm not disinclined to do that.
It's also
Do they charge you to have a video visit?
yeah, but you can go see him in person.
I don't know if they let the public,
You mean in person over a video link?
Yeah, the restaurant. Oh yeah, there's a third floor one.
No, it's legal. It's
If I don't get a job,
331.
this week,
Star
I'm
331.
gonna be homeless
Or 331
myself.
star.
I need to whip myself into shape that I haven't been able to do my entire life and find a job. Wish me luck.
Well, I'll be hiring again in a month.
Say thank you all.
Well, I'll be hopeless.
Oh, I gotta go talk to somebody about that scenario too. Excuse me. Oh, glasses just fell. They're on my backpack. We're good. Ah, it's cold out, huh? You know, there's some chalk around here somewhere you might be able to play with. Hey, Robert, is there chalk in that planter right there by the sign? Is there chalk in the planter over there?
God bless y'all for
God
what
bless
y'all do for the people.
Thank you.
I done it for 2 years. I was a flower lady, fed the homeless, and nursing home. I did it all.
Oh, fantastic. God bless you.
I was homeless, and I finally got a place.
Yeah, thank you. We're here every week. You're always welcome to bring a pot of food. No, there's no communication about chalk in the
That way.
So we found some chalk in a planter, and we found a child. Children always love chalk, right? Yeah. Now you can play on this. Draw. That's right. Jesse, what are you getting signed?
I'm getting surveys done.
Oh.
I'm getting health and homelessness surveys.
So tell us about what you got going on, Jesse.
So I'm with this organization called Denver Homeless Out Loud. We've been advocates for the homeless for the past 5 to 4 years. And I'm also running for office city council at large, Denver.
Okay, let's focus on the surveys.
So the survey is asking people about what their homelessness status is, what it's like to be homeless on the streets, what it's like to have interactions with the cops.
Yeah, PTSD. Yeah.
So it's about 35 questions, and we give people a bus ticket for filling out the survey. Because now Denver has the highest public transit in the country. It costs $3 to go one way for 3 hours now.
Actually, that's not a true statement. It costs $3 to ride the bus for up to 3 hours. It is no longer a one-way issue.
Oh, so you can go two-way now?
You can go round trip on that 3-hour pass.
I wasn't aware of that. I'm so used to it just being one
I know,
way.
but that's one of the specific changes that we want to make sure we're educating people correctly on.
Okay.
So if you got to go somewhere for 3 hours, you get in, get out. But the problem is 3 hours,
still
you
not
can't go to the
enough.
doctor's office and come back home in 3 hours.
No, you can't.
Right? You can't
So
go
they
get
have
food at the
day
food
pass
bank and come home in 3 hours.
They have the day pass option for $6.
So it's $6 a day to go on the bus. And so what are the questions on your survey?
Well, I could change the direction. So your homelessness status. In the last 3 years, how long have you been without a home of your own? Wow.
I'm sorry. I gotta break up this. Excuse me. Excuse me. Whoa. Hey.
business, son. Fuck away from me.
I don't know what's going on, but this is
I ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't got nothing to do with me.
okay. Well, you're in a public space. You're in a public space.
Well, look at that. I was sitting there minding my own business. You better talk to
I heard you, not him.
I don't give a fuck what you heard.
I was asking you if everything's okay.
Okay, well, you better go talk to whoever that is.
Are you okay?
Minding my own business. No, I'm not okay. Put your puppet and shake it.
I got no puppets, sir. You okay?
Time for you to shut the fuck up. I'm trying to talk to my wife. God damn, what a moron, man. Go play a guitar
Come on,
somewhere,
man. Hey.
bitch.
We don't need no trouble here. I don't know. You guys just. He's not my buddy. I'm the one to turn around because you guys are making noise.
Okay, so the question is, while
Right.
homeless,
Always something going on, folks. So the questions.
while homeless, what kind of place do you stay, sleep the most, check all that apply, the street, outdoor location, the shelter, a motel, a car, other vehicle, abandoned building.
I don't know what's going on. Hey, can we have our cup?
And when you're done,
Hey, we need that cup.
We didn't ask you to leave.
You mind what you're doing, and don't worry about what I'm doing. Then I don't have to worry about what you're doing.
My job is to maintain security peace over here. It's what I do.
Turn the camera on. What you're doing is violating federal law, which is the right of person to privacy.
Actually, there is no right to privacy in public.
There is.
You have no right to privacy in a public setting.
If I'm in public, and I don't think that camera doesn't pose a threat or let anybody know where
Do you
I'm
see those
at.
cameras? Do you see those cameras right there?
Yeah, but I trust the police.
Oh, well, that's not a safe thing
Ain't all
to...
of them. Now, yeah.
Huh?
I say I trusted every one of them.
No, you said
No,
you trusted the police. Okay, I'm just making sure that you guys don't get to fisticuffs, okay? I don't need no fight in here.
I am my name.
It is my business to make sure you guys don't get to
Sitting there,
fisticuffs.
and- Okay, then why? Are you running things here?
This is a horizontal organization. We
Okay.
have a variety of
Well,
leaders that are all...
That woman that comes down there every Saturday and we close. We still make sure there was some, even though she didn't have a ride. And he got in her face. Why didn't you say something here?
I didn't know that he did that, or I would have.
Well, apparently I was in the space talking to him about it.
I didn't
so you
know that.
butted in.
All I know is that you guys were louder, and that is the thing that draws attention.
I was sitting there minding my own business.
He was
and
the one who was
somebody
being
else
loud.
was willing to stand up.
Thank you for standing up.
A lady like that.
Thank you for standing up. I didn't hear that. I only heard him be loud,
You don't know.
and I went and put the camera on him, right?
Yeah, I think he left.
It was very clear, simple, and it's over with. So I just don't want you to leave with the coffee. Enjoy your coffee, stay here, and be safe. So we're going to go back to this survey.
I'm trying to get some chili, Marianne.
On a scale of 1 to 5, how easy and convenient is it? Wait, look at this. Is it for you to find a place to use the bathroom? How easy is it for you to use the bathroom? Doors on the toilets in the public bathroom.
There's some crazy guy yelling.
If you don't have money, you can't pee in privacy.
Some crazy guy yelling in the middle of the mall.
So I think that woman over there in the white hair,
Yeah?
she paid two something for a cup of coffee to go to the bathroom at Subway. Maybe you'd like to go over and talk to her.
Yeah.
White hair, yellow one.
Thank you. Hey, Pikes Peak. Hey, Kay. Sorry, we're gonna have this. We're gonna engage in this. Did you? I just heard you had to pay to use the bathroom.
I just needed a coffee. I needed to go potty, and so I'm like, they have a combination on the door, so it cost me $1.72
$1.72 to use the bathroom.
to buy a coffee, so I could get the combination to go to the bathroom. And they didn't make me do it. I just like,
You did because that's just the way it is, and you can, right?
yeah, right.
That's the thing that is key is that you can afford to do that.
Well, the $1.72 for a coffee is a little on the pricey side.
Well, what if you had to pay $1.72 every time you had to go pee?
Yeah, no.
That's a bigger question because I don't think $1.72 is enough for the plastic environmental disaster in your hands.
Good point.
right? I think it should be $5 if you don't have your own beverage container. And if you have your own beverage container, it should be like 50 cents or whatever it costs to have some coffee, right? That's my opinion, right?
Right? It's all good.
It costs a lot to recycle that oil and gas that we extract out of the earth and destroy people's lives and give breast cancer and all kinds of great things from. So, but I'm gonna see if anybody's saying anything, because the point is, and do you ladies, you guys have folks been here for a couple of weeks. You want to say hi to the world, the camera, tell us why you're out here or anything? Why do you have a yellow vest on? Is it so you're safe out here?
No, it is not. Well, yeah, I guess it is for safety. Because we've been so labeled and divided and separated and hating on each other with all these different labels. And that works so good for the people who like to maintain control. Because we criticize each other for them so that they can keep
Right. Yeah. You know, that's really interesting. It's a hard thought when we did that march yesterday. Is that we look at you, Bonnie? You're so awesome. Just jumping in there, serve some food, and that's what's awesome about you guys, all ladies, I should say, ladies, because I've been called out for saying guys and females because it's women or something.
I'm good with that.
I don't know. I can't keep up with it.
No, there's some other things I might take offense to now.
Oh, there might be some gloves over there. Maybe.
Some what?
Some gloves.
Yeah, there might be gloves. Laura, do you have gloves over there? This young man right here.
Did you see the empty plastic bags?
No, I have. Yes, I have. This young man's looking for that, and they should be back here. Good morning.
Chili, do you want biscuits? I mean, this is sausage gravy and that's chicken and rice.
Oh. I don't know what's going on, guys. So we're gonna try to find the line chat. Otto the Watchdog's here. Oh, we love you, Janet. Janet's got it. You gotta hear this. You gotta hear this because you're gonna laugh. Hear the laugh? Hear the laugh? It's just bubbling. Say hi to Otto. Otto the Watchdog is on.
Oh, hi, babe.
AK lady. We got Greyhound lady. But I gotta say, because Otto's on here, that she loves Otto. The fact that you're giving food and the cops are just telling you can't give food away.
Potatoes and other potatoes. I loved it. So that's the community we're building all over as we do this, guys. Watching, sharing, and talking. Holding on to it. Good. I'm good. Oh, yeah. Send good vibes out for Bonnie, huh? Yep. She's interviewing 4 different places this week. And you had an interview last week that you're waiting to hear an offer?
No, he got sick and canceled, so I'm meeting with him Tuesday instead.
Oh, okay. Good. So, yeah, it's just a beautiful morning. It's still a little brisk, not in the sun. So I was going to go back to the sun, but I carry my bowl around because I don't know if I want to eat some more yet. Otto says he loves Sue. I will tell her that, Otto. And yeah, what did you say? He says I love you too. So hey, Janet, Otto says I love you too. So we were talking. Do you feel when you came up that this was more of a protest than a feeding? And do you feel like it's more of a feeding than a protest now? Because you've been here for like 3 or 4 months.
More of a feeding.
It does? You don't feel like we're protesting very good? All right. So I think one of the problems with that is the live streaming. I think that like Eric does really good at that because he just is loud and angry all the time. But my protest tends to be more personal. And so I've got to have those conversations. And I feel like if I'm trying to talk to the camera.
And I think we should grab people off the street and let them know because that's a better way of.
And I'm going to do that real quick. Excuse me, ma'am. I saw you give us an interesting look, and I want to tell you we're holding a boycott. We want you to not shop here. This is a community of people who are shoved off the streets, put into work crews for not for not having the sense to sleep in a shelter, and instead they want to sleep in a place that doesn't have bed bugs, where their property won't go from them in the middle of the night. They want long-term housing help, because like most people are like a paycheck away from being homeless and injury or illness. We say, hey, I used to do an insurance for a long time. So it's illegal to sit on a cardboard box in the city of Denver. How do you feel about that? Okay. Sure. I think that's
No,
important.
I appreciate you're standing out and you're speaking about it. I mean, that's great.
And I thank you for coming and hearing.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely saw me from going in and thinking about it.
Yeah.
And thank you for standing out.
Absolutely. So you probably heard like how Starbucks has to let everybody go to the bathroom. If anybody wants to go pee, you can just go to Starbucks and go to the bathroom. But the Corner Bakery is also a national franchise. So is Subway, and we're gonna ask these guys about that conversation here as well. But if you spent money to go to the bathroom and eat some food, you'd be put off if you didn't eat, right? And you were not allowed to go to the bathroom and you had to leave the building. But for most of us, just being human means we gotta go pee once in a while, right? And we'd like to have some kind of decency in doing so. Are you from Denver?
Yeah, I'm from Aurora.
Oh, you're from Aurora, okay.
Yeah.
So if you go to the train station and where the buses are, you'll find that there might not be a door on the bathroom. Or if there is, it might not be a full door. No.
You know what's interesting too? I just came from Mexico, and what's interesting there? You have to pay to use the bathroom.
I'm okay with that.
Really?
Yeah.
You're okay with that? I haven't found one. There's only in the airports is a place where you don't have to pay.
So it wasn't like exorbitant though, right? It wasn't like $5 to pee. It was like 50 cents or a quarter.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that there's a person who has a job, and that is to clean the toilet, right?
Yeah.
And they have to pay for toilet paper, right? That's not free. I'm okay with, I'm either gonna pay or carry my own toilet paper. I carry my own silverware. I carry my own beverage container. So when I was in Fiji, I definitely paid to go to the bathroom, right? It was like a quarter, but it wasn't even, it was a Fijian quarter, which meant it was like a dime, right? So it's like 10 cents to pee, fine, thank you, right? And they even like give you like 5 squares of toilet paper if you need it or whatever. So, yeah. But Robert?
Yes.
Your point has been taken, and we are going to find a new way to live stream and do more active conversations, broadcasting and talking to people. So we've been doing this for get me wrong, we're coming on 7 years of feeding rain, sun, or snow on the 16th Street Mall because it's illegal to sit on a cardboard box. If you sleep on the mall, you can go to jail. But
Do
before
they have other places you can sleep? Like, do they say
Yes.
it's legal to sleep here,
In
but
theory.
you can go?
theoretically,
They claim to, but they run out of beds. And someone was claiming, who was it, that they report the number of average beds that are free except that based on an
it's a
average
complicated
night or something.
thing. So the situation
When it gets
is,
cold, there are no beds.
the situation is that this business district, it's a big tourist attraction, right? So the businesses came, and it was upon the time of Occupy, so there was more than one motivation going on.
Yes.
I did not do that, but it's a free speech zone.
Well, your horizontal organization runs the risk of.
It's okay.
My
Everybody has
question is,
faith.
like, why is somebody sleeping on this? There's so many situations.
Oh, many of them are mentally ill
Why
and
they're not
have various
doing
addictions, alcohol, which is true.
let's
That's
talk
true. But they're
many,
just
but not
people.
all.
They're down and out people,
Right.
and many of them don't have families or can't.
So there's a combination of concerns there. One of the reasons that we are here doing an effort to cause financial attention by a business, that the way they're doing things isn't, because there's a corporate response in booming communities where the people are growing. Now let me finish my complete thought.
I'm listening.
Where the liability is that the businesses of the Downtown Denver Partnership. So all these businesses came together, they formed a lobbyist group, and they went to city council, and they said not we want to clean up the 16th Street Mall, but we want to make it illegal to sit and rest.
Specific measures. They adopted a
Specific
hostile policy.
measures.
And they also
so I don't even get a complete 3 comma sentence out. You have like 12 comma sentences. So they pushed that law on city council. Okay. How far is the mid?
The which?
The Mint.
I'm not sure.
6 blocks maybe?
Thereabouts.
Women used to sleep outside the federal Mint. 24-hour security. Okay? When the law came into play, and the bathrooms were right next door, open 24 hours a day. Stainless steel, right? Men's and women's bathroom.
Oh, at the Skyview Park?
At the Skyview Park,
Oh.
right? Now, the lobbyist group was formed. The
It's-
law,
it
let me,
Doesn't it predate? I think that it predates this issue. The Downtown Denver Partnership is in effect the business district.
Hey, you got some boots
downtown
as well,
But
good.
It I think it's equivalent to.
So,
it's not a business.
I'm
district.
trying to not give her a 12-hour story, but it does. The point being, the women were sleeping on the sidewalk. The bathroom was open all night long. They could cover up with blankets in the winter. They could sit on cardboard boxes. The law violated all of that. Made it illegal to sit on a cardboard box. Made it illegal to cover yourself with a blanket. Made it illegal to be in public in the business improvement district that is downtown Denver. So they made a special law for this zone.
Sitting or lying down. It made it illegal to be.
Yes.
Right.
All of the
Or
above.
covering yourself.
All of the above. Okay? So a lot of issues have stemmed from that, right? There are shelters. They're temporary with you. So you sleep. You get your 2 bags are allowed with you, right? It's a get out in the morning regardless of temperatures.
They're not providing lockers?
No.
Well, my question is, are they, instead of like saying, okay, why is there a problem with women on the street? You know, why are they making it illegal? You know, instead of being like, what is the issue? What's the real problem?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So some of that does happen, and there are groups, the Coalition for the Homeless, Denver Homeless Out Loud, Catholic Charities, other groups who are, hey man, we're holding a boycott of that business. See, there's not enough people. That's the problem, right? You're right. So there are groups that are doing that. There are efforts that are saying, oh no, we are going to provide homes, and we're going to look at how many of the most chronically jailed people, what's the problem? Is it drug addiction? Is it job issues? Is it mental health? Well, is it, rape and sexual assault or battery life that's been there? And there are
my brother with me right now.
some programs
Okay.
that do that. No, but it's there, right? But there's also like a larger number of things that are criminal policing of homelessness, stealing their property, where the Constitution of the United States of America isn't honored, and the service providers, it costs about $2,000 per human being every time there's a sweep, because they got to go get the man hours, to get the new birth certificates, to get ID cards, all the things that a human needs to be in shelters, to be in housing and long-term solutions, to have a job. As an employer, right, they're building a wall in southern Mexico or northern Mexico, South USA, right? They want to build a wall, and they've shut down the government, meaning they're putting food stamps on risk, they're putting people's paychecks, their abilities to pay rent at risk.
Supposedly shut down E-Verify.
E-Verify, that's what I was trying to get to. They shut down E-Verify, the job employment
that verifies
to verify people are U.S. citizens, right? But I had all summer last year, I employed people outside a building right outside the state capitol, okay? I had over 200 employees over the summer. ID, Social Security card are requirements, right? How many homeless, they go to jail, they end up in the hospital, and this stuff gets stolen from them. You're in a shelter, somebody just wants to steal your watch or your sound box or whatever it is, but all your valuables were in one bag, right? So your ID and your Social Security card are gone too. And now you can't get a new job.
And these places are getting government money to do these things. So there's a welter of nonprofits and different agencies and offices all supposed to be concerning themselves with these problems. And the result is that during Michael Hancock's term in office, the number of homeless people dying every year on the streets has gone up by over 100 people. So it was like 140, now it's over 200.
Well, I found this really interesting, and I would love to keep talking, but I do have a schedule.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. My name is
Thank you.
And you can find us on Facebook, Boycott the Urban Camping Ban. Yeah, you know, throw Facebook, just throw it up. Boycott Urban Camping Ban is our page. Boycott the Urban Camping Ban.
We don't want to boycott a band. Boycott the businesses that support.
Yes.
Camping ban?
Yeah, Boycott the Urban Camping Ban. Did it show up?
I'm just gonna write.
Oh, okay. I thought you were searching it in Google in Facebook because it'll automatically pull up.
The band is the provenance of the band.
And do you guys do this every Sunday?
Every Sunday. There's clothes. Sometimes we have jobs. There's buttons that we collect by donation to help cover our
my phone
expenses.
just like turned up. And it was
Oh,
even
wow. But yeah, all of this. Tables, food, plates, silverware, compost, recycling, zero waste, right? When we leave, it's clean. Yeah. Except for maybe the chalk, because we like the chalk.
Except that the main chalk message has got nothing to do.
Well, it might be for some people a message that shopping at a business that treats homeless people poorly and that Jesus was a homeless person might be a way to say, I don't want to spend my money there. Some people, that's the message they need. Okay?
It's the wrong message. I'm sorry.
Have a great day. Thank you so much.
You're trying to get through things at once. You're trying.
Hey, man, we're holding a boycott here.
You're trying to stream for the benefit of the one. You're trying to convert them one by one, and you're trying to stop them going in.
Okay, so instead of trying to manipulate the live stream conversation, don't talk to the people you know. Talk to the people you don't know.
Absolutely.
Right?
But
that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, but again, you know.
So we need more pockets and more people of that doing that, right?
The people we need to reach are actually the bigwig.
Okay, well, we know the bigwig of the national franchise, the Corner Bakery, right? And he will feel our pain, or, you know, he'll not.
They just about went to the corner, but they're going to. Boycott the Corner Bakery until the
So, guys, hello from Detroit, John. I don't know who's all here. Overloaded Nation, 5 Squares, Mind How You Go, Otto the Watchdog. Yeah, I'm crazy that Otto was here today. That's ridiculous.
It's my new MLK button.
7089. That must be MLK's arrest number there. Oh wow, is that way out of zoom? All right, there we go. Hey, it's Regan Benson. Everybody's here. That's why nobody's watching my page.
That they did want to go to the Corner Bakery. That is just what they want.
I know. They just were scared by our one-sided presence to the business. And if we're going to be ineffective at boycotting the entire thing, we're going to have somebody over there on the sidewalk in between the businesses to stop both directions traffic.
Definitely need to try to. I think we should try to present it as part of it, as looking for in the way of looking for committed bodies. Besides, organizing this presence on the internet and trying to develop a group and all that. Which I thought it's like streaming. Streaming should be a part of it, but we don't need 3 people or 10 people streaming.
No, we probably don't.
We need 1 person streaming.
Probably could be better that way.
Everyone else, yeah. But the handing out of the leaflets.
What I'm blown away by, guys, did you see the blind man?
I did not.
Walking right past us and getting on the escalator without his stick.
Is he?
He was counting his steps, I believe.
That guy? Oh, well, he has a cane.
No, I'm not stopping. I need to build up my hours. I'm working on the timeline that.
He's carrying a skateboard and a ball.
Okay, guys, you saw it here first. The guy may or may not be blind. He may have various levels of blindness. He might be night blind.
He may be training to ride a skateboard while blind.
Maybe. You never know what the case is.
Yes, he may extend the stick.
He may extend the stick.
Well, I hope so. I hope he's extending the stick.
Just all kinds of things going on, guys. So, did you get some food? All right, that's good. Very good. A what? No, I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm giving that to you. I figured that you two might enjoy that break, but I'm on camera. And I love this. I love this. Homes, not handcuffs. No, I'm not stopping my channel. I'm just going to repeat that. We got the babies out here, all beautiful. Good morning. Good morning. And this is the sunshine of our lives. Good morning. 10:30. So I want to say hi again because so much stuff's been going on. How was the coffee run this morning? Did you have enough?
Yeah, it's all gone.
It's all gone. Did you get some from Janet this morning?
No, but she said she's got some, so she'll bring it Tuesday.
Oh, because okay, that's right. So that's right, because you also do extra groceries besides Sundays, don't you?
Yeah, I don't do the groceries on Sundays. That's what you guys all do.
No, I mean, but besides us doing it on Sunday,
Yeah,
Janet takes food all throughout the week.
Yeah,
people.
Janet brings me food on Tuesdays, and then people come to my house and get it, and then whatever left, I take to the cabinet workers' house.
Nice. See, so this is just more food sharing, more community in action. And guys, just like Otto was on here earlier, has potatoes and other potatoes. Did you hear about that? I'm sure. Oh man, it's so funny. So this guy, and I can't remember where he lives, but on YouTube, his name is Otto the Watchdog. Okay. And the cops came and harassing him. He had potatoes, carrots, and other potatoes. Okay? And he had a car full of food, or a truck full of food, right? And they wanted him to have a soliciting permit.
Soliciting permit.
To give food away for
This
free.
is Denver police?
No. This is another YouTuber in another state.
Okay.
It might be Oklahoma. It might be Missouri or something. I'm not quite sure.
I mean, Denver's done a lot of stupid shit, and the individual cops get away with everything.
No, we don't. We don't. We're not putting up with their shit. We're telling them to stop. So. No, the reason I was asking about the coffee though, because there's so many conversations that'll go on.
Yeah, Janet said that she had coffee, and she asked me if they needed coffee. I said, I always need coffee.
Okay. Because
otherwise I have to go and I have to go buy it. But this way, if she gives me the coffee, the only thing I have to pay for is the milk.
The electricity, the water.
And the water.
But it's minor. It's the ease of the burden for those of us who have.
Exactly.
A little bit extra to give to those who don't have that extra.
And like I was explaining to someone earlier, this is like my church. Coming here is like church.
No, that was Bo, my husband.
Oh, is that Bo?
No. This is Eric.
Hey guys, it's Eric Grant, which you can't see on the phone. But okay.
No pictures, they'll terminate the visit.
No pictures, but they terminate the visit. So we'll just listen to Eric talking.
Hello, Eric.
Say a message, everybody, to Eric, everybody.
Hello, Eric.
So, hello, guys.
How's jail? Tell us. Give us an update.
That's Robert Chase.
It is.
Jail sucks ass.
Can you be visited?
We finally got the property released, and I am now able to log into the kiosk. I did successfully log in yesterday.
Okay, so does that mean that you can get your papers from Denver and all the other online evidences?
No. That doesn't allow that, no.
Okay.
There is a policy. Listen to me.
wait.
A policy this morning that allows us to drop it off.
Okay.
Okay. This policy that they claim they had for property lease includes some talk in it about dropping off legal paper to a supervisor at the front desk. So I need you to start getting that going so we can.
So we'll have papers this week. We'll have papers dropped off this week.
We'll have papers dropped off this week, Brian says. We've been able to work
Can I?
together to access.
Can I? So I have been inside of the Denver evidences, and you have two batches of additional discoveries that have been provided. So I just want to make sure that since you're on the phone, I'm telling you that, and we will get those printed. Michael has a grandson, and so he's not with us today, but he did start to print those out, and we're accessing that. And just the 10 more seconds while I'm on the I am responding to emails and comments and things like that to the best of even just a thumbs up or whatever. But trying to respond to everybody who messages you directly. That flow going. And you had over 3 million minutes of viewership in of last year.
Sweet.
Okay.
And the timer.
Talk to you later.
Thanks.
So, guys, I know that was a really bad image, and for some of you, though, you did get to hear Eric.
That was fun. Good flashback. All right, buddy. Good seeing you.
Good morning. How you guys doing today? Good. Hey, Fred. You know what I just did? I swear that I just dropped a roach out of my pocket, but I didn't. It's probably a bad. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Hi. How are you?
Can I hold you?
Come up and stop. Handcuffed you, right? Searched you, and you backpack. And not forget to look at these kids, huh? Kind of watching. Is it a
You got juice, huh?
A puppy juice.
Puppy juice. Oh, nice.
He handcuffed you, gave him a ticket. What I'm saying.
Yeah, put him on a work crew, right?
He had 2 days of community. What is it, a crime or is it a civil offense? It's a crime. I guess so.
Littering is a crime.
Well, no, not littering. Smoking on the mall.
For littering.
Oh, it was for littering.
All right. Where are you, Denver?
Colorado.
Down there in Colorado.
Yeah, they just cleared out that mile-long camp.
Yeah, but they just moved.
Well, what are you gonna do if you don't have a solution for it? That's what we're.
Well, we noticed because we were like last night there wasn't hardly anybody on the mall. So we were like, oh, now we know.
Yeah.
No.
But the springs is getting just
Can I come give hugs? Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys coming. And I am a hugger, so we're so grateful for you folks coming out. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. See you next week.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
All respects. Dr. France. I've been here now 4 weeks. You guys are amazing.
Can I put you on camera?
If you don't mind, I'll take my hat off and be safe.
Okay.
I have nothing to hide, so.
No, that's cool.
My father was he was the postmaster here in Denver.
Really?
If you have 1 second, I'll make it short. And he would find his carriers that delivered mail on a daily basis. He'd find a family needs something. And that's what we did every Christmas Eve. My father would tell me, grab the toys you're not playing with, put in a box. He would have a complete dinner for the family. In 85, that was shocking. The lady about fell out. And I said, I'm just delivering this. My father's right here. She goes, I know your dad. He's the postmaster. I said, yes, he is. And I learned to get back.
if somebody needs a coat, I'll take my coat off and give it to them.
It's beautiful. Thank you.
But no, you can go to me if you want. I'm being respectful, son.
No, you're good. I appreciate you. I appreciate you thanking us and telling us that we're doing good work, because we need to know that. And look at that. We're just gonna show you that good people are everywhere.
No.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much.
I'll talk to you on the phone.
All right. Hey, pick a day.
I have to.
Tuesday?
That's fine.
Oh, it's the governor's thing at the Capitol. Should be a great time to go have some conversation afterwards.
Well, we could protest.
Okay.
I appreciate what they do. In Europe, it's totally different.
Yeah, people got to stay here because you can't take your plate and run. You got to give us your fork back so we can use it again next week.
I will give it.
Right?
No.
And so that's why it's so different.
Even before you came up here, I'm going, okay, I got metal fork, but it's not disposable. I will give it back to someone.
Yeah, no, and normally, like the only reason you got a paper plate over there is because we ran out of plastic. That means we fed over 150 people today.
That's odd. Oh, God.
Yeah.
My Lord is good. Always, always. So my name, and if you want to know, before you do
Cove, Texas. Thanks, Adam.
my name is Kingsley Etienne.
Kingsley what?
Kingsley Etienne.
Etienne?
I'm the new youth pastor at West Forest.
Fantastic.
Only been here, like I said, 8 days.
Wow.
And learning the city. Like I said, I get my shirt off for somebody. And like I did today, earlier, gal was getting on the bus. She didn't have finances. With her and her child in a wheelchair. I said, have you eaten today? She goes, wow. I said, stop it. I said, can I give $40 that I had? I said, please use this for you and your baby, regardless. And it was McDonald's here in the corner. She goes, no, but I said, no. Someone Christ, if they haven't, would do them something.
Yeah.
My heart goes out. I mean, I'm not homeless, thank God.
Well, your job.
But it's still, so, come back. Bring a pot of food next time. I find that the food is more effective than the money. But so are showers and housing and other things. Hey, I'm in a hugging mood today. Miss Euler. Hey, I'll watch your stuff. Sorry. I knew something was going to happen. Bonnie. Thank you. And come back. That's what I was saying is have a blessed day.
I was homeless for 3 years. I know. I'm proud of y'all.
Well, thank you. There's buttons over here if you like. What we do is we do the buttons by donation.
Oh, I gotta get to work. I got no cash. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You can have one anyway. But here, have a fuck the police button.
Oh, right on. Oh, you are the guy with the thing?
Yeah. Oh, Eric. That's Eric. That's Eric Brandt. But yeah, that's us. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to talk about some of these things that we got going on here because I'm losing traffic. It's really funny. I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, we're holding the boycott of the corner bakery.
The bakery.
Buttons, guys. Yeah, 8, 9 of you. We're losing you. And I'm going to tell you guys what. There's all the other people doing this next week. I don't think I'm going to go live. I think that following Regan and following others is good. I think that one of my rules is to legitimately to fight the issue by boycotting people, and we're losing that. So I'm going to get back on that mode. Do you see these buttons, though? Bonnie, do you know how these buttons started? So this is an interesting story. There's a woman, we often jokingly call her our fearless leader. And the reason that we call her our fearless leader is because the security guards here called her the leader of Occupy Denver. And she's not, of course, because Occupy Denver is a horizontal organization that is leaderless, right? But these buttons were started by Janet to raise money to get Karen out of jail. Really? For bail or something. That's the story that I've heard. So, you guys, we have lots of fun buttons. And if you ever want buttons mailed to you, you could email us. cuttheplastic@gmail.com. Loma.Brian also works. Janet.Madsen@gmail. All right, Yahoo. Hers is Yahoo. Mine's Gmail. We'll mail you buttons, right? We will, and help you to enjoy Fuck the Police, Have a Nice Day, or Stop the Violence Now, or Everyone Should Be or Is Welcome Here. If you want a bunch of buttons, we'll get you a bunch. Revolutionary, anti-fascist, unionism, industrial workers of the world. Oh, it's Pikes Peak Auditor. Woot woot. Love you, buddy.
Love you too, man.
Happy Fuck the Cops Day.
Happy Fuck the Cops.
Did you get a button? It says Fuck the Police?
No.
You can also ask, where's the beef? Okay, guys, where's the beef? But there's a lot of buttons. And the buttons go to help our expenses. We try to sell them on the street and talk to people. So maybe I'll catch these guys. Can I tell you what we got going on? We're away from you. So the Corner Bakery is a national franchise. Their own employees. Oh, it's Guzman! He's always bait. So they have a history of kicking people out of this restaurant and the one down the street after they sell food to people if you look like you're homeless. Most people have to pay to use the bathrooms in the city. So if you go to that bathroom up there, the last time I checked, there was a door in the men's room, but it was like slit, so anybody that walks by could just see in, so you can open it from the inside. The bathrooms down here at Union Station don't have doors on them at the transit center, right? You have to pay to have any human decency to go to the bathroom. The water fountains down here, they don't work. But the businesses, they pushed a law that made it illegal to sit on the sidewalk, to cover yourself with a blanket, to survive essentially, right? So they move all the homeless along, and there's not enough housing. There's a lot of problems in our communities. And it's not just Denver, but it's spreading. Starbucks got called into question when they kicked a couple of people out, or had the cops called on them when they're waiting for their business associate to show up. Now Starbucks lets all people go to the bathroom who need that. If you need some water, they'll give you some water to drink. This is the Corner Bakery. The Corner Bakery has recognized as a franchise that their own employees are at risk of homelessness, one illness or one injury away, right? They get paid, not a living wage to live in the city of Denver, and most of the people are busing or transporting in an hour to live in the outskirts to get here. They were going to come out as a business and publicly recognize that this law called the Sit and Rest Ordinance is a bad social practice, right? And that maybe businesses could do better and contribute in other ways to help these issues, right? But they reneged on that commitment, and we have an election coming up in May. And in that election, the people have actually put it on the ballot to repeal the Sit and Rest Ordinance, this law that makes it illegal to cover yourself with a blanket, sit on a piece of cardboard, and huddle in an alleyway between two dumpsters because you have no place to live, and because there's not enough shelters or long-term housing and beds available for you. So as we fight to solve this issue as a social community, we're calling on businesses to, have more ethical responsibility than baking a few extra bagels and giving your food away at a tax write-off to the, to the shelters or whatever. So 6 years we've been doing this, and international companies like Palm, national franchises like the Rock Bottom Brewery have changed their policies. The Rock Bottom actually now has, and they're also a national franchise, they have a homelessness risk program. So if one of their employees has something that happens that they are going to fall into homelessness, they have a safety net for their staff. It's a really awesome, and they don't really market and advertise that publicly, right? But it's a business practice. And we want people to think about how they spend their money and the businesses that they spend that at. What does that represent?
Okay.
So,
thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Have a great day. So guys, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. That's what I'm supposed to be doing right there, is telling people that we're asking them not to shop at the Corner Bakery. We're asking you not to shop at the Corner Bakery today, sir. We got a great coffee shop across the street that doesn't treat homeless poorly. And it's kind of a quiet day. I'm going to shut this off, folks. It seems if we go back online, it's because Guzman's going to be here. But I gotta stay focused on the protest. This live streaming is killing me. We'll talk to y'all later. I do appreciate it. I'm going to check my chat messages one more time. Live chat. Brian, my little orphan Obi, hey, and Otto. Yes, be the change yourself. That's exactly the message why my friend Bonnie came down. I love this. We're gonna just look at downtown and watch the cops down there and tell you that's why we stopped. That's why we the cockroach suit. You're amazing. Yeah, because remember when there was a cockroach in the window and Eric was here taking pictures. So it is about being the change you want to see. I got to tell you about this guy who's on Otto the Watchdog. He's in Texas, and the local community police department, which is so small, they're not even open as like the town hall or whatever, open daily.
Oh, okay.
Right, so it's a really tiny community. And they said that he had to have a solicitation permit to give food away for free.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Small town, pick on that.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good use of the funds. So he said, be the change yourself. And that's, what we're doing by being out here is being changed. That's what makes it so fun, and Sunday's worth it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't go out on Saturday nights and get partied out because I got to be up Sunday.
And cook.
And
pack up.
Did you try the sausage gravy?
No.
It was good.
I'm sure.
So anyway, folks, it's been an hour and a half. There's 10 of you here, and I appreciate it. Regan's on. Pikes Peak Auditor's on. They've got the ability to broadcast and live stream and get some minutes on them. But it's Sunday, and Regan might not be on. Might just be Pikes Peak. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to give this up for a bit, huh? I need to focus on the community that I'm at and not just everybody out there. So I appreciate you for stopping in, for watching us. My name is Brian Loma, not just Cut the Plastic on Instagram, Twitter as well, Facebook, and of course this fantastic YouTube. Go check out some of my other videos about recycling in our community, and look forward to doing some waste management audits again here in the near future. We'll talk to y'all later.